Hi guys, sorry, hello there, Dom here, welcome back to the channel, welcome to today's Erg workout. So in today's session, we used the Ergs, all of them yesterday, but today we've picked one and we're going for a piece of intervals, in the 2 rounds of intervals, and then we're going to finish up with the set piece at the end. And why? Just simply the question is, why not? When I've got trucks banging up and down here, I might as well do something like this to take my mind off of it anyway. And again, but welcome back to good sunny weather and the construction site's back up and running across the road. So we've picked the rower simply because I want to focus on one particular thing, and that's my leg drive and my pull, or my stroke rate, but at a much slower stroke rate. I've been doing this for a while now and I hadn't done a session, so I've done that there. So what we're going to do, we'll get 3 sets to do today. First set is a short. We're going to simply use the Tabata protocol of 20 seconds on, 10 seconds off. We're going to go for 8 rounds, and we're going to go at a, let's call it a moderate to faster pace. So I'm looking to up my stroke rate around the 30 to 40 strokes a minute, which is moderate to fast for me. I typically stroke a lot slower. And I'm going to hit just whatever I hit as far as distance in the time. I'm going to 20 seconds on, 10 seconds off. I'm going to be 8 rounds, and it's going to get me quite warm. It's going to see my heart rate spike fairly quickly. I'm then going to take a 2-minute buffer. I'm going to reset for the second set of intervals. This time I'm going to go a calorie chase along with a set time. So I'm going to go for a 12 calorie target. I'm going to go with a more moderate stroke rate of around 22 to 26 or so, or thereabouts, but definitely under 30. I'm going to give myself a longer break, a 30-second break. So again, 12 calories with a 30-second break, and again I'm going to do that for a set of intervals. In this case I'm going to do it 10 times. I'm then going to complete that and give myself a 2-minute break again, and then going to come into the final piece, which is a set piece. I'm going to set myself a target of 120 calories, or I have set myself a target of 120 calories because I don't look like this all the time, and I'm going to simply pare back down my stroke rate. So I'm going to try and stroke between 17 and 19 or thereabout strokes a minute. That's it. That is my measure. I've therefore got to focus on emphasizing my pull and my leg drive to try to at least get that 2 to 205 to 206 per 500. Otherwise I'm going to be here for too long. All up, the piece was done at about 7 minutes 45, 7 minutes 50, but at that much slower stroke rate. I find that for me is a stroke rate that allows me to still pull and get a decent pull, upwards of a 950 to 1,000 calories per hour. But I'm also not taxed. I can have a conversation at that for that extended duration of 5, 6, 7, 10 minutes. And I'm not completely smoked when I get off, the exception being, as with most erg work, my ass is sore when I'm finished from sitting down. So, to recap, you're going to pick an erg. You can do the same thing on a ski, you can do the same thing on a bike erg. You might want to use the assault bike, it's a little bit of a different impact, obviously. You could do skipping if you're a martial artist out there. You don't have any of this gear at home, skipping up is a great thing. Also too, you might have a cross trainer or an elliptical or a spin bike at home. You could even do this in a treadmill, and again, instead of varying the stroke rate, you might try to use whatever device you've got for your cadence. Some of these devices come with a cadence meter, and you might run at 150 steps a minute, for example. That's a nice steady cadence. You might want to slow it down, which means you need to slow down the treadmill. Or you might slow down your slow down your cadence, but try and get a longer stride on a faster pace. So again, you can use the treadmill, for example, to change this stimulus. Bigger strides, faster pace, shorter strides, slower pace, and mix it up and just simply see what that can do. And as far as time, you can simply use the interval timer that most of these come with today. So that's it. Erg session today, pretty straightforward. We'll jack the heart rate up, we'll keep it elevated once you get into that second piece the whole way through. But what I did, the reason why I took the 2 minutes, and if I needed longer, is I wanted my heart rate to go from wherever it was in the high 140s, 150s, 160s. I wanted to bring it down and actually see it tap 100. So I had to breathe, had to focus, had to try to think, slow it down and let my heart rate. Now I've got the Fitbit I've got the MyZone heart rate monitor, and I've also got the Whoop on. Go figure. I've had them all three because I'm just still trying to work out what actually works for me. But again, I use the Whoop because it's set up on the phone and I can actually see the heart rate live. So I didn't have to focus on taking my hands off here to tap this or look elsewhere. And I used this as my guide today. I used this as my guide. As soon as it hit 100, that was my timing to go right, next piece is ready to work, to go. That's it. My name is Dom. Please like, please subscribe, please tell a friend. I'm simply trying to chase the optimal dose for me. Same thing with my clients. What works for them? Food, nutrition, other lifestyle behaviors, sleep, water, all that type of stuff, lifting strong, so that way then we can live a long and happy, and what I can say is we can play the long game.